My child, listen closely. This is not a coincidence. You did not stumble here by chance. I have something to place in your hands today, a truth, a scripture, a key that will open what you have prayed for, wept for, and almost given up on. Stay with me to the end of this message, because if you walk away before I finish, you may miss the very instruction that unlocks the blessing I've already prepared for you. I know the amount you've been asking me for. You've seen the number in your mind, maybe even in your dreams, $500 million. It seems impossible. The world tells you that such a thing is only for the powerful, the connected, the elite. But I tell you, all wealth belongs to me. The silver is mine. The gold is mine. The cattle on 1,000 hills are mine. And when I choose to release it to my sons and daughters, no man can stop me. But here is what I need you to hear, my child. There is a scripture that will unlock this transfer into your life. It is not just a verse to read, it is an instruction to live. And I will reveal it to you, but you must listen until the end. You must stay, because the enemy will try to distract you, to make you click away, to keep you from hearing the one key that changes everything. Do you remember when I said, "Seek first my kingdom and my righteousness, and all these things will be added to you"? That was not poetry. That was law. That was covenant. You have asked for money, but I ask you for alignment. Because the moment your heart and your assignment match my will, I will pour out more than you can contain. Child, I have watched you in the midnight hour, calculating bills, wondering how you will pay them. I have heard you say, "Lord, if you bless me, I will bless others." But I also see the fear you carry that if the blessing comes, it might slip away. Fear has been the lock on your storehouse. Faith is the only key that can open it. I want you to imagine something. What would happen if I placed $500 million into your account this very day? Would you rejoice? Yes. Would you give? Yes. But would you still seek me tomorrow, when the need is no longer urgent? That is why the verse I am about to reveal to you is not about money, it is about me. Because if you hold tightly to me, the money will chase you. Before I reveal it, I need you to do something. Where you are right now, whisper this. Lord, I receive the word you are speaking to me today. I will not walk away. I will listen until the end. Say it, because there is a war for your attention right now. Now, listen closely. The verse is Deuteronomy 8:18. But remember the Lord your God, for it is He who gives you the power to get wealth, that He may establish His covenant. This is not a promise for everyone, it is a promise for those who remember me. That means your ability to create wealth, your divine ideas, your open doors. They come from me, and they come for me. When you keep me at the center, I give you power, creative strategies, supernatural favor, divine timing that others cannot explain. My child, I want you to understand. Wealth in my kingdom is not stored in banks. First, it is stored in wisdom, revelation, and obedience. This is why you cannot leave this message early. Because I am about to give you the 3 instructions that will activate Deuteronomy 8:18 in your life. First, I will place you in a position to hear my voice daily. If you will wake up and seek me before you seek your phone, your news, your work, I will guide you to the right people and opportunities. Second, I will teach you to sow before you see the harvest. If you will give even when it feels small, you will prove to yourself and to me that money does not own you. Third, I will train your eyes to see the hidden treasures in places others ignore. I will whisper where to invest, what to create, who to partner with. And it will seem strange until the wealth appears. Stay with me, because I am not finished. You think you are asking for money, but I am asking for mastery over your heart, over your thoughts, over your words. If you will master your faith, money will no longer be something you chase, it will be something that obeys you. I know some will hear this and scoff. But you, my child, you are not here by accident. I drew you here because this is your time. And if you leave this message believing my word, you will begin to see signs. A phone call you are not expecting. An opportunity that seems too good to be true. An idea in the middle of the night that will not let you go. And when it happens, you will remember this day. You will remember that I told you not to ignore my sign. I gave you Deuteronomy 8:18 as your key, and I will prove myself faithful. Now, before you go, hear me again. Do not keep this word to yourself. Share it, so another of my children can walk into the blessing. And return tomorrow. I have more to say, another scripture, another key, another door I am ready to open. I love you, and I have already prepared your blessing. Now walk in it. My child, I am still speaking. And if you are still here, it means you have ears to hear what others have ignored. This is not just about wealth, it is about the assignment attached to the wealth. Because if I place a treasure in your hands without a mission in your heart, the treasure will vanish. I want you to see this in your spirit, a river flowing. That river is provision. It comes from me and it flows towards you. But a river does not stay in one place, it must flow through. If you block the river, it dries. If you allow it to pass through you, it increases. You have been praying, Lord, give me enough for my needs. But I am saying, child, I will give you more than enough, not just to meet your needs, but to overflow into the lives of others. Because in this season, I am raising up financiers of the kingdom people who will build what the world cannot stop. Hospitals that heal without greed. Schools that teach truth without distortion. Businesses that feed the hungry and clothe the poor. And you are one of them, if you will stay in covenant with me. I am telling you something most will never hear. There are seasons when I release blessings to test whether my children will release them back. If you pass the test with the little, you will graduate to the abundance. This is why I keep drawing you back to this moment, because this is the test. Will you believe me for the 500 million I've placed before you? Or will you reason it away and say it is too much? I do not measure by the limits of men, I measure by the abundance of heaven. Do not forget this, my child. When you believe me for the impossible, you pull on a dimension of my power that others never touch. Faith that dares is faith that receives. You are not waiting on money is waiting on your faith to mature. And yes, I am giving you signs. Before this week ends, you will notice small confirmations, numbers that repeat, a stranger who speaks words you needed to hear, an unexpected gift. Even if it's small, it is a seed of the greater. When you see it, do not dismiss it. It is my way of saying, I am here. Keep going. If you have stayed with me to this point, then you are already among the few who will walk in this next move. And I tell you now, guard your heart, guard your eyes, guard your ears, because there will be voices who try to tell you that what you've heard here today is foolish. But I remind you, I use the foolish things to confound the wise. Now, here is your instruction. Take Deuteronomy 8:18 and speak it aloud every morning for the next 7 days. Declare it over your life, over your family, over your work. And as you declare it, expect me to give you ideas, contacts, and opportunities that make no earthly sense but produce supernatural results. I am not giving you this word to inspire you, I am giving it to transform you. And my child, hear me, this is only the beginning. I have more to tell you, more to reveal, more to release. You must return tomorrow, because I will place in your spirit another scripture, one that will not just open the storehouse, but keep it overflowing for the rest of your days. Now, listen closely. You have a surprise in the description, but it's only for those who truly believe. Do not ignore it, it is a point of contact between you and what I am releasing. And before you leave, do not let this word stop with you. Go and watch the other messages I have placed on this channel. They are not just videos, they are deposits of wisdom, keys to doors you have not yet opened. Each one contains a piece of the picture I am painting in your life. If you only hear this message and not the others, you will hold only part of the blessing. But if you hear them all, you will walk in the fullness I have prepared. I am waiting for you there.